good. The criminal indictment against Mayor Eric Adams ended with a whimper rather than a bang Wednesday. Federal Judge Dale Ho dismissed the 5-count criminal campaign fraud indictment against Adams in a Wednesday ruling with prejudice, meaning that federal prosecutors will not be able to resurrect the case against him. Ho wrote in his 78-page filing that he is dismissing charges because the court cannot force the Justice Department to proceed with a case it no longer wants to prosecute, but that he is doing it with prejudice to avoid the appearance that Adams is beholden to the Trump administration when it comes to immigration enforcement. In light of DOJ's rationales, dismissing the case without prejudice could create the unavoidable perception that the mayor's freedom depends on his ability to carry out the immigration enforcement priorities of the administration, and that he might be more beholden to the demands of the federal government than to the wishes of his own constituents, with its own constituents, Ho wrote. The judge also appeared to all but agree with widespread allegations that Adams' attorneys traded his cooperation with Trump's immigration crackdown for dropping his charges. Everything here smacks of a bargain. Dismissal of the indictment in exchange for immigration policy concessions, Ho said. However, Ho exonerated Trump Justice Department officials over their central rationales for dismissing the case and wrote that arguments made by those seeking to keep it alive have merit. Nonetheless, Adams' attorneys, Alex Spiro, expressed relief the indictment was dead. The case against Eric Adams should have never been brought in the first place, and finally today, that case is gone forever, Spiro said. From day one, the mayor has maintained his innocence, and now justice for Eric Adams and New Yorkers has prevailed. While the decision marks a clear win for the mayor, the damage to his political future wrought by the corruption case may be irreversible. Hensner has always barely campaigned for re-election, allowing former Governor Andrew Cuomo, the frontrunner in the race, to win the support of many of his strongest political supporters. Ho's ruling comes after 6 weeks of speculation about the future of the historic indictment handed down, which accused the mayor of accepting luxury travel perks and illegal campaign donations from Turkish nationals in exchange for helping them open a Manhattan consulate building that did not pass city fire inspections. The DOJ initially moved to dismiss the case in February, arguing that the implementing trial against Adams would interfere with his ability to assist the Trump administration in its imaginary crackdown. They also argued that the Manhattan federal prosecutors who brought the case against Adams did so for political reasons. However, prosecutors under direction of acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bao sought to end the case without prejudice, giving them room to resurrect the indictment at any time and for any reason. The decision led to upheaval at the Justice Department that culminated with a wave of resignations, including that acting U.S. Attorney for Southern District of New York, Danielle Sassoon, who argued in a February 12 letter to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi that Adams' attorneys have requested a quid pro quo cooperation with Trump in exchange for having the case dismissed. Adams' defense team denied the charge and moved to have the case dismissed with prejudice, citing alleged prosecutorial misconduct. Critics, however, alleged that the rumor quid pro quo and the Justice Department's without prejudice request had put Mayor Adams in a compromised position, virtually making him subservient to President Trump for fear of having the indictment brought back. While Mayor Adams initially expressed vindication with the Justice Department's efforts called mounted for his resignation or removal from office by Governor Kathy Hochul, the government ultimately declined to fire Adams, instead urging approval of new legislative guardrails to check the mayor's power. That's all I have to say for this video.